Hello everyone, my name is Netta Smith and the name of our company is GutHarmony. We are a holistic digestive health center. We believe that all disease begins in the gut, but so does all health. Without giving it a second thought, your heart will beat 100,000 times today. You will take 23,000 breaths. Your blood will circulate through your body 3 times per minute. And your liver will continuously cleanse and detoxify that blood. The bacteria in your gut will work symbiotically with your digestive tract to break down your food and absorb your nutrients. Have you ever wondered how all of this occurs without our conscious control and how they will work collectively? The answer to that is the autonomic nervous system. There are 2 branches to the autonomic nervous system, and one of them is called the sympathetic nervous system, which is also known as the fight or flight, and the other one is the parasympathetic, known as the rest and digest. The vast majority of the controls maintained by the parasympathetic nervous system runs through a specific pair of nerves in the body called the vagus nerve. It is the only nerve that originates from the brain stem and runs through the entire body. It is responsible for regulating control of almost every function in our body. How does the vagus nerve function is a strong indication of health. If there is dysfunction, it is associated with disease. So it is really important to have balance between the 2 systems. What is the vagus nerve? Well, let me first describe this for a better understanding. My daughter, who plays the clarinet, is in the band, and there are many different instruments, and each have their own part in creating the musical piece or a song. There's also a conductor who ensures that each area knows when to come in and what needs to be done. There's a sequence and there's a time for each part. The vagus nerve is the conductor of the human body symphony orchestra. It regulates the function of so many different organs and cells in our bodies. But it can only do so if it is functioning optimally. If there is dysfunction in the signaling, there will be no harmony in the body and eventually to a state of dysfunction and disease. Now that you understand what the vagus nerve is and the importance of its functionality, let's see how you can measure your vagal nerve function. Let's see how well it's doing and if it needs training. The first one is the heart rate variability. So when our heart beat, it makes a bump sound, and there's the variability. The variability of the measurement is the time in milliseconds between the bump. So the more time there is in between, the better off you are. There are home tests that can check, and there's an app that you could use on your smartphone called HeartMath, but you still need to purchase a gadget. There's another one also called Aura Ring. The second test is the resting heart rate and heart rate variability. The lower your heart rate, the stronger the parasympathetic signaling to the heart. So measure how quickly your heart rate recovers from exercise to its resting rate. So when you do your high intensity exercise, which is also linked to faster recovery times, the longer it takes to recover means poor cardiovascular and vagal tone. Optimal recovery is a drop of 12 beats per each minute. Then there's the breathing pattern test. So I want you to sit up, and I want you to put one hand on your chest and the other one on your belly. And I want you to see if the belly is rising, and are you using your diaphragm when you're breathing? Or are you mostly a chest breather? And then the next test to do is the bowel transit time. So you take a cup of water and you add your sesame seeds to it and stir it. Drink this and do not chew it. So it's time to see when you start seeing it in your stool and when you no longer see them. And transit time for this should be between 12 to 20 hours. So start recording that. And once you gather this information, Here are some great exercises to help tone the vagus nerve and help it to function better. Remember, the better your vagus nerve is, the better off it functions, the better off you are. So that breathing exercise, like I said before, sit up straight without allowing your back to rest against anything. And I want you to first exhale completely to remove all the air from your lungs. Then I want you to put your right hand on your chest and your left hand on your belly and take a deep breath in through your nose for 5 to 7 seconds, allowing your belly to rise. And then hold that breath for 2 to 3 seconds. And then I want you to exhale through your mouth for 6 to 8 seconds, allowing your belly to fall. So the only thing that should be rising and falling is the left hand, which is located on your belly. And then, of course, hold that breath for 2 to 3 seconds and then repeat again and do that exercise for a period of time. And then the next test, which is not one that I specifically like very much, is the cold exposure. At the end of your shower, for 1 minute, run cold water on your head and your neck while breathing slowly. And of course, once we're able to be out of our homes, you could go and try cryotherapy. That's a great way to get cold exposure as well. And here's another great one that you could do with your family at home is humming and chanting. So while you're walking around and while you're cleaning and cooking, this is a great time to be humming. And that activates the muscles. The best vibration of the muscle is doing Om. There's a great vibration that happens when you do that sound. And that's a great one to do before you start eating. Another great one is activating the gag reflex. So when you're brushing your teeth, put your toothbrush to the back of your throat to create that gag reflex. And you can also take the soft bristles and press it against the soft palate, which is the soft part of the roof of your mouth, and it's located all the way in the back. And this is a fun one that you could do with your kids or with your grandchildren, is take some water or salt water and do it vigorously, gargle vigorously. But I think it's even better if you gargle and sing at the top of your lungs. And I'm gonna try doing that one to show you what a great way to do that. All right, fabulous. All right, well, thank you so much for watching today, and hope to see you all soon. Bye.